Hey everyone, Lone Wolf Jai here, and as you see, I got Mordred on there, and that's because in the event in the Christmas event, I've been farming the Lancer, the 40 AP Lancer node for the tickets to roll in the gotcha. I mean, not the gotcha, the lottery. I'll probably go to I'm going to continue doing the lottery until I'm done because I'm pretty much I pretty much got the stuff I want from the shop. So, um, but anyway, let's get right back into Lostbelt 4 so we can get back into, um, so we can get this done so I can do Lostbelt 5. Okay? So, we got to know Battle 1 here, so let's go ahead and get into it. Section 15, Return to Paradise, the Queen's Identity. The Zero Sail has entered a stable zone. We should finally be safe here, at least for a while. Once again, we escaped by the skin of our teeth. I was hoping to never have to cut it that close again. At least we made it, right? You are as tasteless as a tiger shark. Do you always bring your enemies with you like this? Oh, if it isn't the strange servant I saw on the wandering sea. I didn't know you were here, too. As you can see, I'm currently nothing more than a fellow fugitive. As they say, no road is long with good company, and love makes the world go round. What a perfect example of strange bedfellows, or shipmates, if you will. Of course, this is strictly a temporary business arrangement, but I do hope we can get along for its duration. Likewise. Oh, and not so much as a finger on the instruments, please. If you so much as breathe on them, Mr. Detective here is going to open up a can of baritsu on your ass. Dang, Da Vinci! Now, I'll thank you not to refer to me to detectives as you would a knife. Never mind that my deductions are so sharp one could cut oneself on them. Even I would need a hot shower if I were to get the blood of so toxic a vixen on me. Oh my, the office banter is so pointed here. You're not picking a fight with me, are you? Okay, I'm gonna go with the first one. Is it awkward in here, or is it just me? What I want to know is, why is no one pointing out how Koyanskaya's outfit just magically fixed itself? She looks as good in a traditional Indian outfit. Completely sorry. Is she an angel? Or a demon after all? Alright, enough small talk. We have a great deal of questions in precious little time. Let's begin with your present circumstances. Why do you seek refuge aboard the border? Aren't you the Lostbelts, or rather the foreign god? Well, you know how bands sometimes split up because of creative differences? It's a lot like that. I think Peperoncino there can attest to it. I never liked this one much to begin with, and was planning to wash my hands of him once he'd served his purpose. But he ended up beating me to the punch. He filled his ears with all sorts of nonsense about me, and now I'm officially a persona non grata in this India. That said, I never had much of an opinion about this Lost Belt to begin with, so I'm not too broken up that I've been exiled from it now. But for the time being, I think I'll stick around a while longer. Let's just say I have my reasons. I thought as much. What about what, Peperoncino, the traitor? Ooh, a swing and a miss. I haven't betrayed anyone, but thanks for playing. My goal as a crypto is to grow my tree of emptiness, and I certainly haven't abandoned it. I'm not on bad terms with anyone from Team A. I have no intention to find a foreign god either. The only ones I don't trust are you alter egos. I mean, how could I? You're all the definition of shady. It's because I have my doubts about you three that I shared the information I had with Solaria. I thought I could gain some insight from a different perspective on the situation. Though I'm sure Holmesy already deduced as much. Indeed, I was fully aware that you were probing our goals and objectives. But of course I allowed it, as I could tell you were doing so from a place of fairness rather than malice. Given the current state of the world, it doesn't take too much thought to realize this fatal contradiction. The fact that Ms. Koyanskaya is here now, not only is here right now, now only further serves to reinforce it. While I do feel as though I already have a firm grasp on the answer, I also feel as though it would be improper for me to be the one to explain it. So as well as directly involved, I would like to ask you about this great mystery we can no longer ignore. Scandinavia Peperoncino. Aw, that's sweet. How can you be so kind and handsome and yet so unpopular? Is it because you're inhuman at heart? Oh, that look! Oh my God, I've never seen. That look from Holmes. All right then, don't mind if I do. Koyanskaya, you can confirm this for me, right? The goals of the cryptors and the foreign gods' disciples don't completely line up, do they? What do you mean? Let me be clear. This world is headed towards oblivion. The way it's being run now, it can't possibly end up at anything halfway decent. Once it's completely purged of evil, we're not going to have the perfect world he's aiming for. We'll be left with a world of total nothingness. It's fair to say that Arjuna has gone completely off the rails. Hold on, I had an itch on my head. I have an itch, so. But the bigger problem is that your disciples aren't doing anything to stop him. If anything, that treacherous snake of a man is pushing him to hurry things along. Why? The way things are going now, both the Lostbelt and its triumphs will be lost forever. So why aren't you two trying to stop that? Furthermore, given the state we found you in, it seems there's also every possibility even you disciples don't share a common goal. Tell us, what exactly are you? Good question. I suppose it will pay my fare. I'll answer you as far as I'm able to. I do indeed have my own adorable goals I'm working towards. Adorable goals that neither the cryptors nor that shitty monk share. I sincerely doubt there's anything adorable about them. What are they? Well, there's tormenting humans. Oh, and collecting regional monsters, I suppose. It's a hobby of mine. Investigating new and unusual creatures. This Lostbelt has both Kali and sacred beasts, so I'm already pretty happy about that. What can you tell us about the other alter ego? I'm afraid that's one I can't answer. It would violate the non-disclosure agreement in the contract I signed with a foreign god. The most I can say is that he and I most certainly do not get along, as you can tell from my presence here. The three alter egos they may have different approaches due to different personalities, but share one common goal. All three alter egos want to grow the trees of happiness to completion. I see. Is that true for Father Rasputin, too? Oh, of course. But you know what happened in the Rasputin Lostbelt. What, with its king and Kadak being who they are? Well, despite what you might think, that priest is a genuine saint, complete with the ability to throw the figure. I guess you'd say he can to know the future. That is, sorry. Completely ability to know the future. I guess you'd say he can make prophecies. And apparently he prophesied that the Russian Lostbelt was only ever going to end poorly, and acted accordingly. Alright, that's enough for me. I believe I've more than paid for my fare by now. Oh, no, you haven't. Not by a long shot. It costs a lot more than that to ride my ship. Leaving the question out of whether it's leaving the question of whether it's your ship or not aside, I do agree that she has only begun to pay her fare. Oh, come now. Do you have any idea how much Rasputin's secrets would normally cost? That priest never says a word about himself, you know? It wasn't easy to part with them, but since doing so would be his problem more than mine, I figured I could share them with you as a little bonus of sorts. Well, Kire always was kind of a private person to the other people. I mean, we as viewers knew about his fucking ass. So she's willing to sell out her teammates' skills, but not her own secrets, huh? Talk about dyed-in-the-wool misanthrope. It's like everything she does is designed to piss others off. I have a feeling we're not going to get anything from her that she isn't willing to give us. For now, I guess I should just be glad that I was able to confirm my hypothesis. I wonder just how much Kristari knows about the foreign gods' Italian objectives. I guess we'll find out in the next Lostbelt. At any rate, I no longer have any interest in what happens to this world. I am, as they say, over it. So by all means, go ahead and mess with it as much as you like. I'd be especially happy if you give that shitty monk some much-needed comeuppance. Do you really think we're done here? Wait. Do you really think we're done here? We saved you when you're at death's door, and I doubt you're anywhere close to your old strength yet. Sorry. To put it another way, you have nowhere to run, and your life is in our hands now. Oh my, does this mean your genuinely facade is crumbling? Now that I'm your prisoner, I wonder what you're going to do to me. Are you going to bind my limbs and throw me in solitary? Chop me into tiny pieces, like what happened in China? What? No, I'm just referring to your promise to temporarily cooperate with us. So let's not say we won't take precautions. I trust there won't be an issue letting her out of here along with Solaria. I highly doubt it. Now with Rama, Ganesha, and Lakshmi all keeping an eye on her. Once we have our safety measures in place, I believe our most prudent course of action will be to act on this new information. And of course, when the situation calls for it, we would like you to assist us in battle. At the moment, I believe that covers the manner of assistance we expect from you. Well, I can't possibly be too much help in combat, but I can certainly fight well enough to protect my own life. Unfortunately, she's not going to be a servant for another couple years here in NA. As she's just one of the most recent servants in JP. So, she'll probably help out in some other ways. And if you treat me as a guest rather than a prisoner, I'll agree that the information I share doesn't cover my fare. So rest assured, I'll be glad to work off the rest. I certainly don't want to be in debt to humans after all. Well, if nothing else, at least we made it through another cataclysm unscathed. I think we've all earned a little break today. So why don't we kick back and relax while we wait for the outside world to stabilize? If all goes well, maybe we'll even be able to settle everything during the next Yuga cycle. Oh. So you're the one I heard on the transmission. I go by Captain right now, though that name has no particular meaning. Not that I have any other more meaningful name to go by right now anyway. Good to meet you, Captain. You don't have to tell me. I know who you are. Do you mean we've met somewhere before? Of course not. What makes you think that? I guess it would be your scent. My scent, huh? Well, I guess I can understand that more than I could if you said my appearance. Anyway, I'm kind of like a lot to work. I'm afraid I have a lot to work I need to get. Let me start that over. Anyway, I'm afraid I have a lot of work I need to get back to. You should rest now while you can. I wonder why he's avoiding me. I don't remember wronging him. Well, that look in his eyes. Was it nervousness? Nervousness? Fear? No, wait. I think it was guilt? Okay. So we got another no battle one. That'll be in the next video. Until then, this is the whole guy saying thank you all for watching. Take care of yourselves. Yeah, right. I don't think so.